So it's getting to be late in the day. I got all my work done for people in town, and I have been thrashing on this. Now, what I've done is I've basically taken the whole brake system off of the 79 parts truck right there, and I've installed it onto the 67. Now that's easier said than done. What I've done is I've run nearly every brake line new. Done 3 new hoses on it. I still need to do a clip on that one, but all the bleeders are open. Oh, I put some mufflers on it, and I kind of booger welded everything up to the rust. Ran new line front to back because it was rough looking, and I used the proportioning valve off the 79, and I've did most of the lines. A couple of these look like they were replaced and they weren't too bad, so I reused them because I was just about out of steel line and I need to make a bracket for this. But all the suspension is in, tightened up, snugged up, looking beautiful. So right now I got all the bleeders open on my calipers and wheel cylinders. I'm going to add some fluid to this thing, and I'm going to show you how I did the master cylinder too. So on the master cylinder, never open these with your bare hand. If you see a fitting or a hold down like this, I have opened these many times and they will just pinch your fingers. So I always take a wrench, a screwdriver or something, and pop it over like that. And I got this all plumbed in. I fixed some wiring too. I made that look all sweet, put the loom on it. Truck runs awesome. Sounds great now too. I took the bracket off the firewall on the 79 and I went ahead and mounted it to the 67, and it bolted right up. Now inside on the truck, that the part that actually, I'm gonna call it the push rod for the brake booster, where it comes through. Okay, so it's funny, this new master I had in the back, I know why they didn't install it, because it was for a 79 truck, because it's identical to the one that I installed. So I'm not sure if this is any good, because it's been sitting out in the back here in the weather for 30 years. But this is the brake booster and master that came off it, my scrap pile. And I had to put a hole in the push rod on the other one, and I cut off some of this. It was a flat piece of stock, because when I first fitted it to the truck, the pedal was sitting up, like, no joke, like right here. And I said, well, that's not gonna work. So I cut the rod. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I should have done this beforehand, but I was kind of scrambling to get it done. But I cut the rod, this piece of flat stock right here that comes off the bracket, and the brake switch and everything mounts up nice. But I do have the pedal just about flush with the clutch is how I like it. It wasn't a complete bolt-on, but for the most part, everything went pretty smooth. So I'm gonna add a little fluid to this thing, see if I can get flow out of everything. I mean, everything's pretty much new and worked before, so in theory it should work. All right, so it's filled to the top with new fluid. I'm gonna go in it, hit the pedal a few times, and it should start to push fluid. This is exciting. I've been polishing. Oh yeah. Still a little vacuum from when she was running. But radio's working. I got the fans working. Felt like it had heat. The wipers work. I'm still gonna try to get the washer pump to work because it doesn't work from here, but all the lights are working. Oh, I think I hear. I hear a little fluid. it's taking it. Pump it a little more, do a little flush. Yeah, it's definitely coming out somewhere. Should be coming out the left front first. Oh, we got right front. Yep. Okay, so we got flow to the front, but it still blows my mind. Being born and raised in the Midwest and working on vehicles my whole life up there, I come down here in the 1967 truck, all the bleeders open with this wrench like it's nothing. Blows my mind. Both trucks, the 67 and the 79. Oh, we got fluid coming out the back. So I want to do, like I said, a little bit of a flush. Oh yeah. Nothing out the left, but definitely coming out the right. Go ahead and tighten that one up. Like I said, these popped free just like they were waiting for me. Amazing. Almost sounds like something has sprung a leak in the front now. Maybe I didn't get something quite tight. Hard to say. Getting a little bit of fluid out of this one now. Yeah, something on the left front is leaking. Whatever's going on, it is still leaking. I want to say it's right where that hose connects. Now, sometimes when I put all new brass fittings on these, sometimes no matter what you do, they just leak and I end up reusing the old ones, but we'll see. Maybe I could snug it up. Okay, so immediately after putting that washer back on, I topped off the fluid. I'm gonna give you a look. This is without even bleeding it. We got a nice firm pedal. All is well. I haven't started it yet, but let me pop her in neutral and check out how sweet this little girl starts. Pull the choke, it's manual. It's probably gonna make a liar out of me, but I don't know, it's pretty good. Oh, and check this out. Oh, I undid the battery like an idiot. Okay, watch this. A little too much choke, it's a nice day. She's got a good tone. I like how it sounds. Nothing like a chambered muffler. All right, let's go ahead and hit these brakes. They definitely feel nice. Man, I almost want to take them for a drive. I'll probably just go in the lot, see if we can go no choke. Oh yeah, purring. Like I said, running wise, this thing's awesome. Let's see, check out my radio. I had the battery undone. But look at that. There we go.
What could be driving this?
We've got one speaker mounted right there.
That this is, the Ayatollah is somebody who president after president after president had a really hard time dealing with, wanted to get rid of.
Shut that off. Oh, the dome light. Boom. Working with this switch only. There's no door switches, which kind of sucks, but we'll keep it simple. So I'm gonna let it the rest of the way down, and I think I'm gonna just play in my lot a little bit and see how she feels. Because I haven't really put gas in this thing. I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't put gas in this thing like at all. And I'm pretty sure that gauge works, so we're just barely off E. But I'm gonna kick the arms out and we're gonna go for a little ride. So this truck is a 3 on the tree. It is manual steering. The best way to describe a 3 on the tree if you've never driven one, picture the shifter down here, reverse 1, 2, 3, and take that pattern and just kind of imagine you flip it on here and you got reverse, 1, 2, and 3. It's a little goofy, but you know, it's unique and kind of cool. But there's reverse. And brake. Oh, I got her to lock up a little. Oh, these brakes, these are good. I didn't even bleed them, I just let them drip. But it feels like the gears in this truck are pretty tall. You know, like I said, this is probably like a 3.0 gear. But these brakes are nice. I could totally drive this thing home. Let's try it. Oh yeah, I can do a lockup. Doesn't feel like anything's dragging. We're rolling backwards. All right. I'm not gonna go far. Got a little bit of a pull to the right. No speedometer. So here we go. The back brakes might be a little touchy. Rear's definitely locked up a little prematurely. I can smell rubber. There we go. And third. Oh, looks like the speedo may be trying to do something. And let's get on it. Let's see. Yeah, rears are locking up. I haven't even pulled a drum off this truck. I don't know what we're working with, but I know the parker brake works. I know that. Kick her down into first. Oh, can't find them, grind them. Hard to drive this man truck with holding the camera. I really need to get a mount to stick to the window or something. But we didn't run out of fuel. I made it back to the shop. Brakes feel excellent. Probably a little too good. You know, I wonder if the wheel cylinders need to be changed now that I'm thinking about it. Stay tuned, I may have to do a little research. Because I think four-wheel drums have some kind of goofy valve in them. I don't know, I'll see if the wheel cylinders are the same. I may have to change them. Well, look how sweet this thing runs. I haven't cleaned the carb. I did change the accelerator pump on it because, yeah, it started leaking. But these are still the same spark plugs and wires that I pulled it out of this dude's field in. Like, I didn't even change them. Still the same cap, same rotor. Hell, it's the same set of points. If you look, here's a prehistoric rotor. Look at that. Still in the plastic, like someone had every intention of doing a tune-up and never did. Look at that. But I'll get all this stuff cleaned off the dash. And I did put a bunch of sound deadening stuff in here when I laid this new carpet in. I think all this crap was just laying everywhere, and I'm gonna vac out the rat's nest. So I still got some more work to do, but man, it's got brakes. This is good. We're moving in the right direction. I think that locks the door on a 67. Yeah, because if you push it down, it does nothing, but it locks it. Then that opens it. The more you know.